G'day, Swaddy Carp, Ricky and Isaan here, coming to you from rural Thailand. Actually just watching the twins on TV this morning, so this is on the Lily and Daisy channel, which is a Thai channel I've got. A lot of content gets recycled on that channel, but there's also some exclusive content too. So if you do like the baby stuff, check out the Lily and Daisy channel. And yeah, when I miss them, I love watching these videos. Just going to organise some fly screens finally. So I was talking to Luke in Melbourne, a viewer, and so I couldn't find fly screens that fit perfectly because my window's just open normally. And apparently you just cut them yourself, do the double-sided tape so it fits in perfectly. So I'm going to get that sorted today. I'm going to order some today. Window here, probably even do the big windows there behind the TV and that. Keep the door shut because I don't want the twins potentially going down the stairs and falling down, do I? Because they're getting very mobile. And with the downstairs bedroom in here, I will fly screen up this window too, because although mum will have the air conditioner, the portable air conditioner and the fan with the twins in here for her stay, she may still want the window open. And it's just rainy season, lots of rain now, which means there's gonna be more mosquitoes, and I've got a little creek just across the road from the house, so it's just good to keep it all protected and make sure we've got no mosquito risks in the house. But yeah, I just ordered a bit of a lunch to be delivered. Kalman guide, fried boiled chicken and rice. So that should be on the way soon. For 60 Thai baht. How you doing, Lou? Good morning, mate. Forgot to show this actually. Parcel arrived today from Thai Post from Auntie Sharon. So Auntie Sharon in Melbourne, Australia sent a little parcel for the twins for their birthday. So I'm excited to show the twins this one. We'll wait till their birthday, which is just under 2 weeks away. Alrighty, let's just get some work done. I'm watching the Bulldogs. Bulldogs currently unimpressively beating North Melbourne. And lunch just got delivered. What do we got in here? A bit of a sauce. The broth, the standard broth you get with most of your Thai dishes. Not bad at all. Bit of boiled chicken on rice with some cucumber. I'll stick the broth in a bowl and pop the sauce on top. So 60 Thai baht delivered, $2.40 Australian. Let's try out the chicken, see if it's any good. New restaurant, never tried this one. Not bad, not bad. Get a bit of broth. Oh, the broth's nice, So yeah, can't complain with the lunch. $2.40 Australian delivered to the house. And the doggies are looking good, mate. And so is this doggy. Look at his lips. Alrighty, it's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and you can sort of just see the storms on their way. The radar shows some big storms coming, so it's going to be roaring down around sunset when I usually bring old mate here for his afternoon walk. I don't usually bring this lake too often. I don't think I've shown this lake much on the YouTube, but cool little fishing spot. There is kids fishing on the other side, and there's some absolute compounds here. Like that's one big house that's even added an extension to it. You do also have units here, but then like there's a house there. There's a huge house over here too. Like there's some absolute mansions overlooking the lake here in the city. Very peaceful place. I've been a little bit stressed about a family friend of mine who's planning to move to Thailand this year. And it's got me thinking, what is the better decision in life? Is it better to move to Thailand young, when you've still got your future ahead of you? You could still possibly return to the workforce, even though you don't really want to, do you? Once you move here, you want to be here forever? Or is it better to move here later in life? But if you move here later in life, you've got to have your shit together, don't you? Like, if it goes wrong later in life, it's very hard to get back in that workforce, isn't it? And if you don't have a pension or like a 401k or a superannuation, well, what are your options then? And that's just what I've been thinking a bit about my family friend. And absolutely awesome that they are planning to move to Thailand potentially this year, but I want to make sure they're all good, you know what I mean? I encourage everyone should try and move to Thailand, even if it's or try and move somewhere different in their life, even if it's for 6 months, for a year. What's the matter? You know, you get some life experiences, you get to create memories and live a wonderful lifestyle. But I was thinking a bit, you know, like obviously so many people move here when they're older, but what happens when it goes wrong and they've got to return back west or something, you know? You could say it's a bit of a risk with foreigners who move here and have like Thai wives. If something happens with that relationship, you see a lot, and obviously I've been through it, where your Thai partner passes away and then suddenly that foreigner could be left with no home at all, and a visa situation that's very unknown. Some people say in that situation you've got 3 days or something to leave the country. Numerous people told me that. I didn't go and find out in that quick of a time frame because obviously we were doing the funeral and we were sorting things out, and it was just so much on my mind, and I had my twin daughters and everything. But I ended up going to my immigration when I went through that situation, and they told me you've got till your visa expires, which I still had many months. And I think that's probably how it should be, because when you go through a situation like that, you can't really think clearly. You need months to figure out what you're going to do. Little fishing pier here, pretty cool. And they're building a nice flash house here too, aren't they? Yeah, I don't think I brought Lou here before for a walk. This might be his first walk here. Generally, during the week, a lot of school kids just hang out here during the days. Maybe more the big park that I often go to. That probably gets more school kids during the days because this is a bit more open with the sun. It's not as shaded, but yeah, it's a bit of a hangout spot. So it's Saturday today, and there's no one here. So it's actually quite good. I think there's, plenty of fishing options here. I should maybe have a crack, maybe do a fishing live stream one day. What do you guys think? Even some rice fields or something, eh? There's plenty of places to go fish in Thailand, and it seems like they just pull them out without much trouble at all. I've always been a terrible fisherman and never been able to catch anything. But yeah, going back to what I was talking about, and is it better to move to Thailand when you're younger or older? It's, it definitely goes both ways, doesn't it? And it's just, for anyone to move here, I think you just got to make sure, within reason, that you've got your shit together and you've got a long-term plan and it's going to be all right. You shouldn't just move here thinking it's cheap, because it's not really cheap, but thinking it's cheap in comparison to your home country, because unless you live and adapt like a local and eat Thai food, you're not going to live a cheap lifestyle. If you want to eat your Western dishes, you want to go out and do things, it's not going to be cheap. What's this guy going to do? If you fall in the water, you're going to have to run home next to me, mate. I'm not going to bring you on the motorbike. Okay? So just some thoughts anyway. I like to hear people's thoughts on that too, because a lot of people say you shouldn't move to Thailand when you're young. I moved here at 26, and in just 3 or 4 months I turned 30. And obviously been through a hell of a lot, but my security of staying here is the strongest it's ever been. I've got plenty of projects, plenty of ideas for further long-term security, as I tell you, and that's a lot of what I was doing today. So I've just sat at home without much to do at all. I'm just working on stuff, and but yeah, just this friend, just because they're in that mid-50s age bracket, and it almost feels like they're taking quite a risk, and I do worry a bit. But I guess if you've got enough in your superannuation, your 401k, or you're getting a pension, then that's going to last you for the rest of your life, isn't it? Because it's if you have a superannuation in Australia, I don't know how much you need a week, say $2,000 a week, unless you got a paid off house, I suppose. If you're covering rent, food, allowances, well, here in Thailand, depending on the housing situation and where you're living, I mean, $1,000 lasts you a month, doesn't it? Eh? So the super, the pension, whatever's always the main thing. That's probably a risk that comes along with being a young person like myself. I'm going to have quite a limited superannuation, quite a limited 401k, possibly none, because at the moment, and if someone has advice or a way I can access it in some form at the moment, let me know. At the moment, I can't touch my superannuation, so it's just sitting there, and I'd assume now it's been sitting there for 3 years without any money going into it. There's probably fees coming out of it, and that's probably going to dwindle down, isn't it? I know the government fixed all that up, so there's supposed to be a lot less fees and whatnot, but let's be honest, it's going to be left with a lot less. Just with inflation and general whatnot, it's not going to be a great deal if it's there. If it's there when I'm 67, and that's if I make it to 67. Let's also think of that point with my little discussion. Moving to Thailand when you're older, over moving to Thailand when you're younger, we're not guaranteed to be older, are we? Anything could happen in life. Old mate's walking on the road, we better wander back to the motorbike, eh? So it's not always the best option, I guess, to wait, because you don't know what the future holds. And that's definitely a point I agree on, because, yeah, you know what I've been through, don't you? Get off the road, eh? Come here. Ma. And just a final thing to touch on this video before I wrap it up is the last video. I wasn't expecting such chatter about the vaccines. I don't care what your political stance is, I don't care what you believe in, everyone's free to do whatever they want. And I'm always going to give my babies their vaccines, because I think with modern medicine, you're stupid not to. With general sicknesses, look at, how long people lived many months ago, hundreds of years ago, before we had all these modern medicines. Come on, Lou, come here. But in regards to, I spoke about the dengue vaccine, that's a bit different with what I went through, and I've had dengue and it's quite severe, so of course I'm going to sign up and get it, because I don't want my twins to lose their father, do I? But I'm definitely not a pro-vaccine person. I'm not trying to push it down anyone's throat. I never went and got the COVID shots back in the day, but yeah, I'm definitely a true supporter of free will and free choice, so don't get too riled up about that sort of thing, guys, and yeah, just do what makes you happy in life, and that's what you should do with anything. Let's hop on the motorbike, and I'll get back to doing a bit of work, and this storm is already getting closer, so this will be here in probably under an hour. Hope you're having a good one, guys, and have a great week this week, guys. See you later.